Hi, you guys, and welcome to my channel, Winged Wisdom. For those of you that follow me already, and I know I haven't done a video in quite some time, I am okay. I'm not in union. I'm getting right into what I'm intuitively have picked up over months. But I have heard from my twin more frequent, and I'm not going to get into details about my journey, but I am okay. I've had a job change and I've had some great things happen with my jewelry line that I'm trying to get underway. And so, yes, good things are happening, but there are also some heavy energetic things going on, which I'm going to get to, and that's why I'm doing this video. Now, for those of you that don't, um, or new to the channel, I should say, welcome. And I am a divine feminine energy on a twin flame journey, a very rare twin flame journey. Not everybody is on this journey, and that's okay. But, collectively, what's going on with the energies, if you're on a divine path or a path of spiritual, some type of spiritual involvement or spiritually led, um, or guided, I should say, path of finding, that one that's for you, or finding that relationship that's for you, then you are on that path of whether it be a soulmate or whatever you want to label that. If you're involved in the spiritual part of that or divinely led with that, then you're on the path of a divine partnership. And so, um, which leads me to this picture. Um, I picked this picture because, particularly this month, if I believe we had two full moons, feel free to comment down below if you know all of the astrological happenings this month. But October is a really significant month. Yes, Mercury is in retrograde. I have had a lot of communication failures and phone issues, and yeah, I'm sure all of you are all experiencing that, and that's the communication planet. It's in retrograde. But anyway, to the picture, the divine feminine energy collectively is the word that came to mind when I started getting intuitive messages. And I want to highlight to people that are new to my channel that I am an intuitive. I get intuitive messages. I might get a word pop up in my mind or a vision. And I only associate and meditate with high vibrational beings of love and light. And I specifically say that when I meditate, um, and I call on the universe and source God, all there is, was, and ever shall be, if that's what you want to call that. As long as you call upon them, that's all they care about, to be honest with you. Um, and so, anyway, but yeah, that's what I mean when I say that they. And so, what they told me about the Divine Feminine Collective is that many of us are on the brink of another change. And they're saying another change, meaning, I don't know if some of you all have already had job changes as well, or moved, or I'm hearing even met someone. Almost like a magnet. You guys are bringing in a lot of different energies, and sometimes you're kind of like, where is this coming from? You're even meeting people in your soul tribe, um, and those are all really great things. As you heal and do your work and work on yourself and meditate and heal those wounds that you have, and we all have them. As you get to that point of being in union with yourself, being happy with yourself, not having to have a actual person, when I say person, but like a relationship, a romantic relationship, to kind of define your happiness, that you've defined your happiness already within, with yourself, through your healing. You're on the brink of some huge, huge, great stuff. And so, as you can see, with her standing here with the moon in front of her, and the moon energy is still around. I believe this is the blue moon. I couldn't really see it in my area around Halloween, but it's really clear tonight. Um, it's a really clear night in my area, and I actually did a little mini ritual the day before Halloween, actually, and I just woke up in the middle of the night, meditated, and did a letter, and I burned it outside under the moonlight. And so, yeah, it was very cleansing to do that. So, if you're into the ritualistic way of doing things under the moonlight, you can do that. Write down things you want to release or transmute. And, you know, um, a lot of people associate the full moon with releasing and new moons with manifesting. But to be honest with you, the high angelic realm and God, they kind of say, as long as your intention is pure about what you're writing down and is for the betterment of you and your journey, then a lot of times associating the moon specifically with a certain thing is not always true. I guess they're trying to say it is possible to manifest under a full moon. But generally speaking, over time, it's been associated with releasing. So, anyway, they wanted me to throw that little tidbit in. But aside from that, to the left of her is another moon. And, earlier in the month, we had a full moon as well. And so then we have this tree that is almost growing off to the side. And yeah, I mean, you guys are just in your power, and there's just this energy of preparation and being in your power. You kind of know or getting to know your worth, and you're starting to getting to know more of what makes you tick. So I'm hearing that some of you may have met someone and then immediately you kind of knew, this ain't it. Like, nah, I'm not interested. Or it may have started off where you dated them and then something triggered you where, you weren't interested. And that's okay. They just want to let you know that, you're starting to attract in what you're going to be destined, or who you're going to be destined to be with. But along the way, you're going to be attracting maybe some lessons, maybe just, you know, people that are just drawn to your energy. And it's okay to move through that. You can choose whether you want to entertain it or not. So, don't think that you're, oh my God, here I go through it again and I must be doomed. It must not be meant for me to meet or get back with my twin or my soulmate or what have you. So yeah, keep your faith, you guys. And the reason why I say that the energy is heavy around the divine feminines right now is because there are a lot of endings occurring with the divine masculine energies. Not all, because there are some endings occurring with divine feminine energies as well, but for the collective, they're saying for the most part that's what's going on. And low vibrational portions of us have tried to sabotage those karmic contracts and cycles through a lot of fear and disruption, especially in the political climate right now. They've tried to use a lot of like social media distraction, job stuff, marital stuff, just different things. They try to use karmics to try to keep things blocked. And the universe is getting heavily involved. And like I said, I don't even know all the details. I just know, and I can feel it. And you guys, I'm sure, probably are feeling it too. The universe is just heavily involved right now. The energy is thick. It's very thick. So hang in there, divine feminines. You're doing okay. You're gonna be fine. There's a song that comes to my mind that it actually came off of Beyonce's album, and there was a segment. I think the song is called Grown Woman or something like that. But anyway, there's a segment at the end of it where she has this woman speaking. And basically, she was speaking to a group of girls, I think, and she was telling them, as far as being in a relationship, and if it didn't work out, you're not going to get stuck there. You're going to survive. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's not, yes, you go through the pain and the heartache, but you're not going to get stuck there. You're going to survive. You'll get through it. You've been through much worse in a different aspect. You'll be okay. Don't give into low vibrational energy trying to make you feel like you are doomed and that you're going to be alone and that you're never going to meet anybody or you're never going to come together with who you're supposed to come together with. Now, the flip side of that they want me to highlight is some of you may not, how can I put this not to be, there may be, I heard the word false. Like you may have been misled thinking that, and this is not for everybody, just a few that in the collective that may have thought they were destined to be with someone that was actually not who they're supposed to be destined to be with. But because, you had some healing that needed to be done and you came encountered with this person and maybe, you know, had that, heart on your sleeve moment where you've given in to, um, that meeting that person and just being so open and loving to them and giving your all and in a very unbalanced way because you needed to heal and then getting your heart broken and, you know, um, it's okay to let go and what's meant for you will be for you. And it may not be that person. They may be trying to get you aligned with who you really, that's going to really fulfill you in the way that you deserve. And then some of you are on the divine partnership of, you know, reconciling with that person um, that you were with, and then there was a separation of some kind, and then you may be hearing from them, or they may be going through some type of ending, or you may be going through an ending, and you're going to come back together. So, but the key to this is loving yourself, working on yourself, staying in that energy. A lot of divine feminine collectives are like magnets now. You've attracted different little soulmates, and some of you met guys that may not have been the one, but you might have had a date or two, or just coming into knowing your soul tribe, meeting people that are part of your soul tribe, which is great. That's happening a lot with people that are light workers right now because the energy is so thick with the political climate. There's a lot of low vibrational influence of separation and trying to fuel that fear and anger and racism and all of those things that the universe and the earth want to purge. That is not spreading love and light. It's actually trying to dim the light. And so ascension is happening with light workers and people that are spiritually led. So, the symptoms, yes, ringing of the ears, nausea, feelings of familiarity, deja vu moments, timeline shifts. That's what that's associated with. Chills, hot feeling, cold feeling. What else do they want to tell me? I did say ears ringing. And intuition and your intuitions being heightened as well. Premonitions, you all might be very highly psychic right now where you're kind of predicting something or thinking something and then the person says it and you've already thought it. So these are all ascension symptoms and many people are going through that right now. And there's a lot of great examples of it being played out, and love and light is being activated. But what we're needing to do right now, because things are going to get heavier, um, especially this week after this election, and I just pray that you all stay grounded. And the message with that is, if you do even a small kind act for someone, whether it be a neighbor or just, out on your daily lives, or just speak a compliment to someone, or whatever it is that's high vibrational, do it. Wherever you are, wherever you go, do it, because that energy is going to be needed. For those of you that are tarot readers, that meditate, you know exactly what I'm talking about, that you've been on spiritual path for quite some time, that you meditate. You guys know that this is the time where it's needed, and so that's why I'm being guided to give the message I'm giving, is because things are going to get heavy. So we need more of that energy spreaded as much as possible. And I mean, that's all it takes. If you're powerful enough in your belief and in your faith that you are a creator, a manifester, because you all are, we all are. And if you want to spread more love and light, you can do that. Don't make a low vibrational energy make you fearful of doing that. So, yeah, that's the message. Do more of that. And divine feminines, keep being in your power, and loving yourself. And I'm so proud to know that a lot of divine feminine in the collective are not taking any more mess. You guys, tolerance is really low for just you know for just, you're not going to be a doormat. You're not going to be wasting your time with um that energy, or that guy, that masculine energy that is not giving you what you deserve. And it doesn't mean that they don't want to. It's just that they're in a place where they may not be quite finished with ending their cycles, karmic or otherwise, or they need to do some more healing, or whether it be there's a lot of pride, death, ego death going on as well. So that could also be playing a factor. But I don't want to make this video too long. That is the key message they wanted me to get out. And yeah, we're going to be okay. It's just going to be a heavy time. It's heavy time right now. It's going to get heavier. You guys hang in there. A lot of activations are going to happen. But in the end result is going to be okay. We got to get through the thick of it, and it's happening right now, okay? So hang in there. Much love and light to you all. Feel free to comment below. Keep it positive, please. Share and like and subscribe. And I will hopefully talk to you all soon when I'm guided to. Thank you, and good night.